I keep seeing the queen run down underneath the swarm, and then she'll run under the branch and go over to the other side and go back up into the cluster. She's done that about 4 times so far.
They'll do that though, won't
Either seen her do that 4 or 5 times, or I saw 4 or 5 queens.
they?
There's a queen there running around the bottom of the branch. Just went under and went over to the other side. I don't think the camera was in focus when it was in the frame. There's a queen there in the center of that cluster. Okay, I got a queen caged in that clip. Get up here where you can see her. She's in there, one of them anyway. Well, I'm pretty certain that's a different queen than I saw a minute ago. This one actually looks like she might be mated. Nice sized queen. So I can't see what I'm doing. I'm using the camera to see. Focus. Make sure she's still in here. Set the queen just like that. And they should march down to her, but the thing is, I think there's more queens in here.
Well, a few of them are coming hard.
What?
A few of them are running pretty fast down the board. Maybe it'll start. See any fanning down there? Are they all over the cage?
No, they're not. I'm about 98% certain that there's another queen in here, because
You have another clip?
the one that I saw, not a clip, I've got a California cage.
I've got a queen clip.
Well, if you have another clip, I'll hang on to it in case I see one.
It's metal.
Well, I see a queen right here. Right up in there. Just watched her walk up into the cluster again. There's at least a second queen. So if we shake this swarm down, just because we have a queen in a cage here, if we shake this swarm down, there's still going to be a queen flying with them. So you don't have them caught unless you got, well, hopefully just one queen, but in this case there's at least two queens. If we can catch a second queen, maybe we can find a box that he needs and give him a virgin. Put the camera down for a little bit and I'll try to catch this next queen. Okay, so I just caught the second queen in this clip. A little bit harder to make them out in the metal clip. But she's in there. This one here I can tell looks like a virgin to me. I kinda expect that there's more queens in here than those two queens, though. If that's the only queens, so we got both of them clipped, both of them caged, then this swarm should break apart and move down into this box. I'm gonna watch and see if there's any other queens running around in this swarm. I don't have a clip to catch them with, so it's gonna be tricky to deal with there if I do find another one. I'll end up getting stung probably if I try to get a hold of her. I'll end up pinching some other bee or something. If she's not covered in bees, you can just pick up a queen by her thorax. It's kind of hard to do in a swarm like this. I'll keep watching and see what they do. Okay, I only have two queen clips, so I took the queen out of this metal one and put her in this plastic cage. So now I have a clip to use again. I saw a third queen in that swarm, so I'll go back and try to catch the third queen with this clip. This one here I'm pretty certain is a virgin. The one in the plastic clip looked like it was mated, so I'll go see if I can get another queen. There's one queen caged right there. I caught two other queens out of this swarm, so that's three total that's caught. I accidentally killed one, so that was four total. I'm going to pull this limb down to where it touches this swarm box. And we should start marching in. They're marching in pretty good now.
Hold that down for about an hour.
Yeah. You can't happen to reach it, can you? It's getting kind of hard for me to hold it down. Pull just a little bit more. I'm holding about half of it now as I was. They made a chain of bees like ants so they can march in. There is at least 4 queens in this swarm. Most likely all of them are virgins, but the one in that plastic cage looks a little bit bigger than the other 3. There's a chance she's mated. It's slowly but surely. They're going in. Yeah, they're crawling off of their chain onto her clip. Oh yeah, they're fanning in the box now. Well, if you have a mated swarm, they're a lot easier to catch than these. These virgin swarms, you get the queen and they don't seem to care. Of course, there's a lot of, in a swarm like this, there's a lot of virgin queens. So just because you get one, they can still smell all the others. I caught 3 so far and accidentally killed 1. If you let that branch up just a little bit, the chain will get longer and longer to accommodate for it. Can you see that chain from down there? I got the limb. You can come up just a little bit. There you go, right there. Looks kind of funny right now. It looks kind of funny right now. They got a long chain of bees. It's getting hard holding that branch down so they can walk down, so we'll put this stick where it comes off their chain, and now they can follow that stick down. I'm going to back up and let them walk into this box for a little while. Okay, I got them all shook off into the box. Had a stick propped up to the swarm so they could climb down the stick. We waited for a couple hours and that was going pretty slow, so we slowly brushed them off the limb with a feather. The queen's still in the clip there. There's probably another queen or two in there. Just a couple still up on the branch. They've swarmed onto this branch at least 4 times that I'm aware of, maybe more. When they do, they leave little bits of wax residue because this swarm's ready to draw wax, and wherever they swarm, they leave little tiny dots of wax where they're hanging on. So I'm going to smoke them into this box a little bit and set a cover on them and screw the cover down, and they'll be ready to take down off this ladder and haul home. There's not too many on the outside of it. I'll get a smoker and smoke them. I don't want to smoke them too hard because there's a lot of them in the air, and I want them to be able to settle back down where that box is at. I would like to get that lid on them and get it finished up. I smoked them in a little bit and set that lid on top of them. There's no more on the branch. And the ones that were in the air are going into the entrance there. Now you just have to put the screws in the lid so it doesn't come loose, and transport and carry it down off this ladder and haul it home. There's a queen and a clip inside of it, so I got to get inside there and release the queen over the next, probably tomorrow morning. We taped a screen over the entrance so they can be transported and load them out in the morning. I might put a staple on the corners. Tape isn't wanting to stay.